Hello, lovely witches. This is Dawn from Aurora Dawn, and welcome to another episode of Witchy Wisdoms Wednesdays. This is a collaboration of seven witches altogether, where we pick a topic and we each make a video discussing our observation and how we approach the topic, okay? So I will have links to everybody's channels that is involved in this collaboration, so you can take a look at their videos on this topic. And this week, the topic is war water. Okay, I'm not a root conjurer, I think is what they call those people who are into hoodoo and so on. You know what that is, right? Okay. So I'm not well versed in it, so I had to look this up and do some research. And also I was thinking, war water, what do I need war water for? I don't want to attack anybody. Okay, and first of all, I want to apologize for the glitchiness of my videos. I don't know how to fix it. I am exploring many different options, and I'm thinking about switching to my laptop, which is not as clear. It's kind of grainy, but at least it won't bounce around and glitch. Anyway, so this is probably the last video I will make with my phone. Okay. Anyway, so now let's talk about war water. So how can we use war water without being petty or with revenge and wanting to attack somebody? Because I think really when you get into that mode of I'm gonna curse this person because they pissed me off, you miss out on why does that person piss you off. How are you an energetic match to them attacking you? Okay, so that's very important to explore that. That's called shadow work when you do that. And a lot of times, if you go in and change yourself, people are going to treat you differently. They're not going to attack you. I've seen this over and over with my students. I've seen it with me. When I worked on myself, my relationship with Skip got better without me saying anything to him. Just the way I was affecting him changed. So there you go. Anyway, so this war water that I am going to make is going to be used as defensive magic. I was thinking, is this defensive or is this offensive? Because what I want this water to do is to attack somebody before they can do any harm to me. So anyway, that's my intention. Water is so easy to program and it holds that program. So my intention is to program this water and to call in a guardian that I have who is a badass. Kind of scary. And I've only called on him once before I knew what he could do. And I said, you know, I need help with this person who won't leave me alone. They need to leave me alone. And he won't do that. So I said, you know, can you help me? Next thing I know, I get a phone call from this guy who won't leave me alone, right? He said he had a dream about, and he described what it was, and it had red eyes and told him to leave me alone. And I freaked the F out because this was my guardian. And he said he had to go to the doctor because his throat was just so sore. It was, you know, he could barely swallow. So he went to the doctor. They did a swab. They couldn't figure out what it was. Don't know. And it may be that they just didn't find what was wrong. But I'm still taking it as, you know, this developed after he had the dream. So, you know, right after he had the dream. So I'm taking that as my guardian that I'm going to work with to charge up this water is a badass. He's serious. And I don't do that. I've never done that before. I've never had him go after anybody ever again because it kind of scared me. Because of the reaction, what he did. So I am very careful with using that guardian. But I think this would be a perfect opportunity to put that kind of energy into the water, into this jar, and seal it up so that it only is used when it's triggered. So if somebody comes into our life, so this is going to be my home, to protect my home, to protect Skip as well as myself. And anybody comes into our lives and wishes to do harm, this water will get triggered and will attack them. And I've written down what my intention is. So let me get that. So this is my journal, Book of Shadows journal, I guess. I just kind of scribble away in there, come up with things to experiment on, and so it's not neat and all, ornate and artistically done. But once I figure something out, I want to transfer it to a nicer journal with all the, the drawing a border and some art in it. I think that's really cool. Anyway, okay, so War Water. My intention is only those who are an energetic match to the energy in this jar will be attacked. Okay, so I call upon, and I can't tell you his name because that's the requirement. This name that I use is a vibrational match to him, and there's a trust thing. And I don't fully understand it because, why does it matter? But it seems to matter, and I'm not supposed to share his name, and it's part of the trust in the relationship. Okay. I call upon blank to assist me in charging this water with the ability to attack and render ill, physically and emotionally, from wishing to do me, my name, Dawn Michelle, Skip Flanagan, or our home, any damage, or wish us ill will. Their confidence drains away, and their mind becomes befuddled, causing them to lose any interest in causing us harm. Okay, so that's going to go into the water. It's going to program the water. Okay, now I had to look up, do some research on War Water, and traditionally in Southern conjure magic, you use Spanish moss and nails, railroad nails, railroad tie nails, I guess what they are, and swamp water. Well, I decided I don't have access to swamp water, and even if I did, I don't know that I want to use that. Instead, I exposed this water to a thunderstorm. So there was lightning, and then there was thunder, and I wanted the water to absorb that energy. Okay, so that's what I did. And after the storm moved out, I wrapped it up in a black cloth to protect it, to keep that energy of that thunderstorm in the water. Okay, then I found some rusty nails, because the rust seems to be a big part of it. You're calling in Mars energy, which is a war planet, war energy. Okay, and then the other thing, so the Spanish moss, I'm going to leave that out as well, because I'm not using swamp water and I don't live in the South. But you can get Spanish moss fairly easily. I think I got mine at Dollar Tree, dollar store, in the floral section. They have a little bag of it, and you can use it in crafts and stuff. It's fun. Let's see what else. Oh, and then I picked some herbs. I went out and picked a couple of badass herbs, and I have a chili pepper that's going to go in there too. So I want to talk about the herbs that I picked. Bull thistle grows wild all over the place here in Iowa, and I'll show you. You see that? See the prickly thorns on these leaves? I mean, this guy is badass. So one time I was in the my herb garden, and there was a bull thistle growing up, very small, and I didn't see it, and it pricked my foot, and it hurt for like a week. I could feel it. where it's stuck into my skin. So you know, this is good stuff. It's protection energy in this plant. This is how the plant protects itself. The other one I'm not going to touch. This is wild parsnips, and use gloves. From what I understand, if you touch this, you could break out just like poison ivy, but on steroids. It is supposed to be horrendous and very painful and very uncomfortable. Okay, so it's dry now. If you saw my other video, you saw I was out picking it. Ooh. Okay, so that's going in. And then chili pepper. It's cayenne pepper. Okay, so I have also, take this off carefully. And I don't know how bad it would be now that it's dry, but I don't want to chance it. Okay, so now I also have weapons. So I have a dagger and my sword. Love it. I really need to get this recovered because I like using it, but I haven't used it in a while, and the finish is starting to peel off, and it needs to be it needs to be stripped and redone. Otherwise it'll rust like crazy. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, so I'll show you my setup here. I'm going to reposition the camera and show you what I got. And then I'll go ahead and do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the ritual. And if you get bored, you can speed it up or, you know, end it. It's okay. I think rituals are kind of cool to watch somebody, but they get long and boring sometimes. So, you know, whatever you want to do is great. Okay, so let me get the camera moved. All right, so here we go. And what I have set up here is the elements. So we have earth, and I used a bear because of that. I mean, everybody knows that if you do anything to a mother bear's cubs, that she will come after you. So I'm looking for that energy, that protection energy. And here's a feather for air, and a sword, knife, blade for fire, and a cup for water. Okay, and then I have a paten in the middle. This is going to be my charging plate, I guess you could call it. I also have a wasp nest for protection, as well as Godzilla. Those of you who know me know I adore Godzilla, and so he's here to protect me and help me put this energy into the jar. Okay, so first thing I want to do is light a black candle. This is a protection candle. This is what I use to guide me as I go into shadow work, do shadow work. This is lower energy that I am working with, I feel, because it is more of attacking somebody who is trying to attack me. Preemptive strike is what I'm trying to do, and I want that kind of energy. And I hope that makes sense, and it's not a bad thing. This is about protection, and everyone has a right to protect themselves. Okay, so I light this candle, call upon the energies of my shadow self and the shadow world to bring in protection, powerful protection into this place, to absorb any energy that does not belong here, and only the energy that I am currently trying to raise and create, and, well, not create, but program and put into this jar will be allowed into this space. Okay, here we go. Put him here. And again, this is water that has been charged by a thunderstorm, lightning and thunder. So I'm going to open this up. And let's see, nails. I'll put the nails in first. 9 nails. They're all rusty. Put those in there. Blessings. There's a lot of energy here. Okay. So I call upon the rust that is on these nails and the sharpness and the ability to pierce that these nails have to add that energy into this jar to assist in protecting not only myself but Skip Flanagan and our home. Okay, and I call upon the energy of this cayenne pepper to burn anyone who wishes to do us harm. These seeds. I guess the seeds are the hottest part of the pepper, right? Okay. Next, call upon the protective power that this plant, this wild parsnips, has to protect itself, and I ask it to put that energy into this water to help protect us from anyone who might want to do us harm. Some dust on here, road dust. Okay, and I call upon this bull thistle with all of its thorns to protect itself, and I ask it to put that energy into this water to help protect Skip, myself, and our home. Okay. I'm going to shake that up so that'll get all mixed in. Right. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close it up. That's all I need to put in there. And it's just water and stuff, herbs and stuff. Okay. Only those who are an energetic match to the energy in this jar will be attacked. I call upon to assist me in charging this water with the ability to attack and render ill, physically and emotionally, from wishing to do myself, Dawn Michelle, Skip Flanagan, or our home any damage or wish us any ill will. Their confidence drains away and their mind becomes befuddled, causing them to lose any interest in causing us harm. Right now, I'm just putting on that attitude, absorbing the attitude, filling my body, mind, and spirit with the attitude of war, of a warrior to attack somebody or anyone who wishes to do us harm. I seal the spell in this water with pure love and light and pure source energy. I seal the spell in this water with pure love and light and pure source energy. I seal the spell in this water with pure love and light and pure source energy. As I will it, so shall it be, and it is so. Okay, now, from what I understand, it is necessary to let it sit and open the jar up to allow oxygen in there, which will help to oxidize the metal to release more of the rust, become more rusty and release the rust. Okay, so after, I don't know, I'll just have to play it by ear, but after a while, what I want to do, once I feel it's done, is take black candle wax and seal the jar up. And then I have a spot upstairs by the front door that it's a decorative basket that has some decorative things in it. I'm going to hide it down in there. And I will let Skip know about it just in case he runs across it. He understands what it is. So that is what I did. Now this is kind of a short version of it. I'm going to spend a lot more time putting that warrior energy in here to fight, to attack, to render somebody who wants to do us harm, to render them unable to attack us, unable to unleash any of their intention to do us harm. So that's how I'm going to use this water. Okay, so I hope this was inspirational and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so let me do that. Oh, it's a weird color. The lighting's kind of weird. Okay, so anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching and leaving me comments. Let me know what you think. And please visit the other witches who are part of this collaboration to see what they're doing with their war water. Okay, so do something today that brings you joy and makes you feel good. I love you all, and until next time, blessed be.